Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. We are Sunday. I'm still in Massachusetts. I don't know for how much longer. Could be a few more hours, could be more than a few more hours. Frankly, it's been nice to have a little bit of a break from New York for many different reasons. But I've been trying to keep up on X and see what's been happening. I have not been on the feed since I left, which is Friday. So I've just been catching up on these little clips. I do know that, no surprise to anybody, that Tucker won the HOH comp. I mean, Tucker won the power veto competition, not the HOH comp. He won both, but the more recent thing was him winning the power veto comp, which means that he's in complete control. Before, he's only been in control of his own destiny because he's been putting himself on the block, winning the AI comps and winning the vetoes, taking himself off. But now he had the power to choose the nominees, and he has the power to decide whether he's going to keep the nominees the same or whether he's going to try to backdoor somebody. This season has so much action going on. I almost want to say similar to last season, that for me, the early season strategy, when there's not really many strategic players, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's that many strategic players in the season, is just like, okay, they change their mind more than they change their underwear. Like, that's the way that I feel about what's happening right now. Because at one point, they're like, the number one target is Quinn. Them as in, Tucker and his group that wants Quinn out. The number one target is Quinn. Then I'm hearing, oh, we want to keep Quinn in and we want to take out either Brooklyn or Chelsea. And we want to work with Quinn. And then there's like T-Core and Chemo who are coming up with all these different schemes. And people are seeming to listen to them because they're swing people and swing votes. Which again, if I was in the house, I would be worried about T-Core and Chemo, and I'd want to get rid of them just on principle. Because even though they're not a showmance, they are a duo. We have two duos in this house, and arguably, someone said it before, arguably, as a duo, T-Core and Chemo are more dangerous than Rubina and Tucker. I know that Tucker pretty much thinks that a lot of people are snakes. I know that Tucker has been talking about Cam, and he thinks Cam is a snake. Tucker is talking about blowing up the collective. I mean, I don't really even consider the collective a thing anymore, especially because one person didn't want to be in it, and one person who was in it is no longer even in the house. So I don't consider that a thing. So I don't really consider that as him exposing anything. The thing about Hurricane Tucker is that he feels like anything that anybody does not tell him makes them a snake. Like, if you get a secret power and don't go to Tucker, you're a snake. If you make an alliance and Tucker is not in it, you are a snake. Almost everything makes you a snake except for working with him and sharing every piece of information that you have. And it amazes me how so many people are just willing to play Tucker's game. I would not want to play a game. So there's a couple of trains of thought with this, right? Let's say that Tucker has you as his number one ally, and you and Tucker are like 1-2, you're working together, you're trying to be a duo that sits in the final two chairs together. If you happen to be sitting next to Tucker in the final two, you're playing for second. Because he's not really playing a dirty game. Like, the only thing that I can really think of is the Matt stuff, but even that I would not necessarily call a dirty game. It's clear he just wants to get out the strong men. He is definitely a monster player who shifts the whole game by his ability to just keep winning. And as he keeps winning, what can you do about him? I think that people are just resolved, like they want to stand behind Tucker and let Tucker make all the decisions. But I said this before. For instance, T-Core and Chemo think that they are in control of Tucker. Chemo actually said, "Oh, we're using Tucker as a pawn to get out all our targets," but they're not realizing. I think that they feel like they are pushing Tucker towards a direction, but I don't know if they realize that so many different people are talking to Tucker and so many different people are giving Tucker information that he's getting it from here, he's getting it from here, he's getting it from here, here, and here. So he's making his decisions. Funny enough, that was my alarm. I told you I'm here for this 2 races that I did. It's the first time I did it like this, 2 back to back. This blue one is the one from Saturday, and this red one is the one from today. So I was really supposed to, or I was planning to take a nap, then maybe get on here later, but I have so much adrenaline for whatever reason that I can't sleep. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But if you're a Matt, I'm saying like a Matt from BB25 as an example, and you're going with a Jag or a Tucker, we saw what happens when you and that person gets into the final 2. You don't have any kind of legitimate argument to beat them. And I know that they're thinking, well, somebody's going to get him out eventually, but look at how hard it is to beat him at anything. And even if somebody did happen to get him out towards the end, what would your argument be? Unless you were the one who got him out. So it's kind of a gamble in my eyes, because let's say you're going along. I mean, Jag kind of used that to his advantage when he got Cam out of the game via convincing Bowie Jane. What's up, YTC? Thanks for the like, Van Hoot. But it's like, yeah, in that case, see, Jag was calculated in that sense, even though, he's not my favorite winner by any stretch. He was calculated in the sense of when he told Bowie Jane that she needs to get rid of Cam and put Cam on the block. At that time, Bowie Jane was actually allied with Cam, but she was more close in her connection with Jag and Matt. But Jag in particular was the one who's like, you got to pull the trigger to get out Cam. Otherwise, we'll never be able to get him out. So therefore, he was able to use that as an accolade. But then he also made sure that he was sitting next to the person who was not making any of the plans and was just going along with the plans. Because as we always see, the person who is in charge of the game, the person who's running the game, the person who's making the decisions in the game, influencing people and winning comps, not always, because I know people will say Taylor didn't win that many comps, or, a couple of people were more social threats than they were like comp beasts. I don't know what happened overnight. That's why I titled this as Catch Me Up. Unfortunately, I have not been watching the feeds. The last time I saw the feeds was Friday. Hope you're well. Can't stay, but good to see you back again. Thank you. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what happened last night. I don't even know what's happened since Friday, aside from what I've been seeing on Discord, what I've been seeing on Twitter a little bit. But I haven't turned on the feed since leaving my house 2 days ago. So I'm not really sure. So I'm just kind of talking in more of a general sense. I wouldn't really want to work with a Tucker, to be honest with you, because he would more likely take me out than for me to take him out. I feel like Brooklyn is going home this week because she is super pissed about Cedric going home. Yeah, she didn't play her cards right. And then, yeah, and then she spent all this time saying, oh, if I had known the votes were flipped, then I would have voted that same way too. And it's like, at this point in time, why does that even matter? Like, she just went about it the wrong way. And she should have probably just tried to smooth things over with the people who are in power for this week. Because Big Brother's a long game. Big Brother's a chess game. That's how it goes. There has definitely been a shift in power. What is, you fill me in? What is the shift in power? I'm trying to figure out from one of you who's up on this, the reason why everybody now is trying to convince Tucker to work with Quinn. Is it because I don't really understand how that would benefit the rest of them if Tucker and Quinn were working together? I don't get it. Somebody explain that to me. Yeah, so I don't know. This house, they seem to change their minds quite a lot. They seem to get really bored, and then they're like, let's just do something else for a TV. Like, let's make this TV moment. Brooklyn, Chelsea, and Cam are at the bottom now after this vote. So, what did Tucker say anything about what he's going to do with the power of veto? Is he going to use it? Is he not going to use it? Let me know. Let me know what's happening with that. Bandcamp has officially kicked my butt, and I have barely had free time, so I don't even know what is happening. Yeah, join the club. I don't really know what's happening either. I'm wondering if something new has happened from the last time that I was up on this 2 days ago and now. Do you think that MJ should align with Rubina, Tucker, Chemo, and Tikor? Rubina, Tucker, Chemo, Tikor. I mean, yeah, that would make sense. Who else is she aligned with? That would make sense. I was kind of hoping you would let me know. He's not going to use it. Oh, he's not going to use it? Okay. So who's the target? The target is still Quinn? DM Rocks, does that mean that the target is still Quinn? Just curious. Because I was seeing things lately when I was just looking on my phone about Rubina and other people talking to Tucker about working with Quinn. Tucker is such a, see, this is what I'm saying. Tucker is such a wild card. Tucker is such a wild card. It's like, it's hard to predict what the man is going to do. Because one minute he could be like, oh, my plan is to get rid of this guy. And then he'll be like, you know what? I want to shake things up. Because that's what the fans want, right? That's what the audience wants. We're going to give them a show. I had to just get used to that because it was annoying at first. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not annoying now, but I have just resolved myself to say modern day Big Brother is to just get a bunch of people who they find them interesting, funny, attractive, nothing to do with Big Brother really. Followings, people who have big followings on social media, and just throw them in the house. And then they don't really even know the game, like in any kind of, most of them don't even really know the game. They're just like, this is a popularity and or competition contest. So I'll figure out the game parts of it as I go along. I just have to be the most well-liked person in the house. And it's surprising me how much information people are volunteering to the most powerful player in the house. Dude is like Jafar from Aladdin. When before he got the chains on him and he became the genie, and he's like, I'm gonna be the Sultan. And now I have the powers to do everything. Another one, oh, that was, yeah, I heard about that. That whole thing is strange and just boredom. I think that was just more activity out of boredom. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off this thing. But if you're watching this on the replay, catch me up in the comment section. Let me know what's happening right now, who's the target, what the talks are going on at this moment, which I know that they could change, but let me know. And also drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. I may or may not be back tonight. We'll see. But if I'm not, peace and love. Talk to y'all later.